Oh, we're live. We're back with another live stream, or should I say, my name is Duane with How to Build Credit TV, and I am back again with another live stream here on YouTube on our channel, How to Build Credit TV. If you're new to the channel, this channel is all about everything you need to know about credit, credit cards, and how to make money using credit cards. So if you're new here, you definitely want to consider subscribing and click that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. As a matter of fact, if you're new here, we normally try to do these live streams on Monday at 7 p.m. Central Time. So try to catch the live stream. If you have any questions, I'll try to see if I can answer your questions right here in the live stream. So if you're watching this back on the replay, we're probably going to be doing some meet and greet action in the beginning of this live stream, probably for about 10 minutes. And then I will try to dive into the information. This video is going to be all about the best starter credit cards. Now, I'm not going to cover all of the best starter credit cards, but I will be talking about some of what I believe to be the best starter credit cards if you're getting started in the credit game. So that's what this video is going to be about. So around the 10-minute mark, hopefully I'll be kind of done with the meet and greet section of the video of the live stream, and I'll be diving further into the actual content, which once again is going to be about the best starter credit card. So let me go ahead and say hi to everybody in the live chat. If you let me know from where you're watching, I'll be sure to say hi to you. And I'm doing the live stream from Houston, Texas. I hope that you guys can hear me well. My setup is a little bit different today, but here we are. We made it. So let me go ahead and say hi to some of you guys here in this live chat. Minor Russ, hey, thanks for watching the live stream, bro. Angel, what's going on, man? You say, yo, rude boy. I see you, Angel. Okay, you got a couple of Jamaicans in your life, bro. Eli, what's going on, man? What's going on, Josh? Nice to see you, sir. Money Made Boys, thank you for joining the live stream. Dead Mouse, thank you for joining the live stream. Paulette, thank you for joining the live stream. John Fisher, hey, new here. Hey, John, thanks for stopping by, man. Don't hesitate to answer or ask any questions that you may have. I'll do my best to answer the questions, and we have some awesome people in this community that can actually answer the questions for you. So be sure to look out for people that will answer your questions. Thanks for joining the live stream, John. I appreciate you. Let's see here. D, what's going on with you, bro? How you doing today, man? Don, thank you for joining the live stream, sir. I appreciate you. You and I have been doing some communication on Patreon about getting on additional credit cards of mine. So, if you are interested in doing that, still give me a shout and I'll take care of you. What's going on, Aubrey? Thanks for joining the Patreon recently. I think you joined like last week, maybe like 2 weeks ago, or maybe not 2 weeks ago, like almost 2 weeks ago, right? Or almost a week ago. What's going on, David? Thanks for joining the live stream. DC Shaggy, thanks for joining the live stream. Michael, thanks for watching, sir. I appreciate you. You said, yo, Duane, how are you, man? I'm doing great. It is storming here in Texas. And by storming, I mean raining. It's been raining pretty much the whole day. Normally we get forecast about it's going to rain. I'm like, yeah, right. It's going to sprinkle a little bit, but it's still raining right now. And it's been raining for the most part of the day or whatever. That didn't make sense, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's been raining a lot. DC Shaggy says, hey, Duane, guess I was wrong about the Rockets. I mean, that was one game. I mean, I hope we can win at home. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what we're supposed to do, take care of our home court. Spence, thanks for joining the live stream, and thank you also for joining me on Patreon. Like I said, don't hesitate to ask any questions that you may have. MGDR, hey, thanks for joining the live stream, and same thing to you. If you have any questions, be sure to ask. Zmog Logistics, I hope I'm saying that right. It says, you said, what's up? Can you build credit with a secured card? Absolutely. A secured card is my bread and butter as far as building credit is concerned, and not only for like new people, but anybody. Like if you have a credit score that's like 650, getting a secured card can definitely help get you to the 700 club and over 700. So I think secured cards are really, really awesome. All right, let's see here. Sweet. Okay. D's watching from Virginia Beach, and he's already given his contribution for great starter cards: Capital One Platinum, Quicksilver One, Discover. These do get you on the map. Absolutely. And I agree with every single one of those, D. Thanks for making that contribution, bro. Hey, Janelle, thanks for joining the live stream. You said, good evening, Duane. How's it going? It's going really, really well. It's funny. Like, I feel like today's Monday, even though it's not. And earlier at work today, I was like, man, I wish today was Wednesday already. Like, I'm really ready to like push this week along for some strange reason. But I'm glad you guys joined me here on Tuesday, which is clearly not our live stream night. It's been kind of hectic, I guess, is why I had to end up switching the nights. But thanks for joining the live stream. I appreciate you guys for doing that. Ms. Lady Renee, thanks for joining the live stream. Hope your day is great. Okay, LaRonda. Okay, cool. Hey, thanks for joining the live stream. My day was pretty good. Pretty good. I tell you what, like, even if my day is not pretty good, I had a coworker that said, he was like, man, every day is a good day, and coming from his point of view and given what he's been through, it really kind of sank in and kind of stayed with me. And he's right. Every day is a good day. You know what I mean? So I'm doing great. Let's see here. Michael says, hey, man, I want to build a relationship with American Express. I want to get your blue your blue card, man. Need your info. Michael, if you're talking about the Patreon deal, you can definitely jump on Patreon and sign up there, and I will take care of you. I'm going to go ahead and put the link in this video because I finally got smart again for a minute. So if you're interested in that, Michael, definitely do that. And okay, that did not work. Definitely do that, and I will take care of you, sir. If you're talking about joining on Patreon and being an authorized user on the card, that would help tremendously, possibly. All right, so I just sent my link there. Okay, let's see here. We got Gotcha. Is it Gotcha? I don't know if I said that right. Gotcha, Tam. Hello. Thanks for joining the live stream. I appreciate you. We also have how to get an 800 credit score. Lyndon, thank you for joining, sir. People, please share this video with all your friends because Duane makes great videos. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Aisha, thanks for joining the live stream. Lisa Love Beauty, thank you for joining this evening. Tharlin06, thank you for joining. You said, what's up? Yeah, it's supposed to flood by Thursday, so we will see. Yeah, believe it or not, some people are already flooding. It's always interesting with the flooding because, like, if you're not affected, then it's almost like it doesn't count or it doesn't exist. And most of the times I'm not affected, not in a way where it like really affects my situation at home. So I'm grateful for that. DC says, should I get the regular 150 sign up offer or the 3 times promo for the Freedom Unlimited? That is a great question. Clearly you can earn 3 times points, which you can redeem for cash back if you want to do that, because it's Chase Ultimate Reward points, and you may not want to redeem them for cash back because it's way more valuable to use those for travel if you're going to have a Chase card. So it just kind of depends on what you want. If you want the quick cash back in the beginning, the 150, then you could do that. But if you want to actually use those points that you accumulate to redeem towards travel, then it makes sense to possibly consider doing it 3 times points. Hopefully I answered that question. All right, let's see here. Craig, thanks for joining the live stream, sir. I appreciate you. Wow. Excuse me, please. Okay. MGDR says, when's a good time to apply for a loan? Keep getting pre-approved RSVP codes. It just depends on what you have going on in your life and if you're planning on applying for anything major in the future. If you know that there's nothing coming up that you need to apply for, like a car or mortgage or anything really big, then anytime is a good time to apply for a loan if you don't have that many inquiries currently on your credit report. And by that many inquiries, I mean, if you have like 3 or more inquiries, it may not be the best to apply for a loan because you may not get it, or they may say you have too many inquiries. 3 really isn't a lot, but I'm just kind of giving you the best scenario if you want to actually get approved. And of course, your score has to be pretty decent. I would say at least 680 or above before applying for the loan. You can always ask the bank kind of what their requirement is in regards to the score. So that's my 2 cents on that. Let's see here. Paulette says, I got approved for the American Express Blue Card and I put my hubby as an authorized user. Is it still a good idea to join your Patreon? My credit limit is only $500. It's a good idea if the Patreon is valuable to you. $6,000 can help quite a bit with your overall credit limit, but it can help a lot if your utilization is really high. You know what I mean? So like out of that $500 limit, if you're spending $400, your utilization is going to be at 90%. And if you have the $6,000 authorized user being on my card or being on any one of the other cards, I have cards that range from $6,000 to like 4,500, 4,300, 3,000, 2,000, and the Chase card, the Chase Freedom card, which is really sad, is $1,000. I'm going to start using Chase a lot after August 2019, which is this year, after I finish using my Discover card, because I get, Discover matches all the cash back for the first year. So that's my advice on that. Hey, Janae, thanks for joining the live stream. I got approved for the Citibank secured card, $200 deposit. Congratulations, Janae. Thank you for coming back here and sharing that with us. I appreciate that. And I think you'll enjoy that card. Just use it, be smart. Of course, pay the bill off. I pay my bill every week or every other week, to be honest with you. And you definitely probably got to do that with the $200 limit because, it'll be really easy to run up $200, especially if you're, paying your cell phone or electricity on there. You may not even have enough money to pay electricity, depending on how expensive it is where you reside. So that's kind of what I feel about that. All right, Joshua, thanks for joining the live stream. Hey, Duane, got your MR rewards from Amex yet? Used your link a few weeks ago. Appreciate that, man. I'm not sure. By not sure, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I got those points yet, because American Express is real funny. Sometimes it can take up to like 2 months to get those points, which is really ridiculous. But thank you for using the link, Joshua. I appreciate that a lot. Steven says, Capital One been flooding me with car approval letters since I got 2 cards from them. Is this normal? Very normal. I actually had an email from them today. I have a car loan with Capital One, and I'm like, dude, like, I already have a loan with you guys. But they always send me letters in regards to getting a car loan, and they also send me letters about getting a business credit card. So it is normal. I'm sure you can opt out. Maybe you can contact them and ask them about that, or maybe somebody can tell us how to do that in the live chat. So I'm not sure. Let's see here. Active Man 303 says, hey, when is the best time to apply for Chase Freedom? I just had a 9-month history. I would say the Chase Freedom is not necessarily a hard card to get, even though Chase is kind of weird. But if your credit report looks pretty clean and you don't have a lot of inquiries and your score is at least 680, I think now is a decent time to apply for that card, especially if there's a decent sign-up bonus. You know what I mean? And you don't have a lot of other credit cards, So if you have over 5 credit cards within the last 24 months, then you're going to automatically get denied for that Chase Freedom card. But I think if your score is like 680 and you don't have a lot of inquiries, it's a decent time to apply for that card. Hey, we got 63 people watching the live stream, and I appreciate that a lot. Guys, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button if you're getting value from this video, or if you like Tuesdays and you are watching the video and you have ears, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. It really helps our channel quite a bit. So go ahead and do that, please. Let's see. Janelle says, what's up with these day changes? Yeah, it's been a little rough these last couple of days, but I'm here. Hopefully next Monday, this Monday coming up, we'll get back on Mondays and we'll be, good to go, because I really do like to tell people we do the live stream Monday at 7 o'clock Central Time. So hopefully we'll straighten that out, Janelle. Hey, Mac, thanks for joining the live stream. It says, how are you, man? Always enjoy your videos. I'm doing great, sir. How are you doing? Deadmau5 says, hey, Duane, can 2 high-end credit cards build you past 800, or is that too short of length? The high-end credit card doesn't necessarily get you to 800. Deadmau5, basically getting you to 800 has to do with how you can basically maximize each category, right? So there's 5 categories that make up our credit score. Payment history is easy to maximize. You pay your bill on time, you're going to be 100% there. Then credit utilization is 30% of our score. And if you stay between 0% and 10%, you can possibly maximize that and get all the 30% there. So now you're already at 65%. The thing that kind of gets most people in regards to getting the 800 credit score is the fact that you need to have 8+ years of average age of credit. And what that means is this is the average over all of your credit accounts, right? So like if you have a credit card that's 8 years old, or let's say you have a credit card that's 2 years old and then you apply for another credit card, clearly they're going to be taking the average of the card that's 2 years old and the new one that you just opened. So you need the average age of credit to be 8+ years in order to get 15%. That is 15% of our credit score. And that kind of stops people sometimes. And then, of course, there's hard inquiries, right? So that's 10%. And then types of credits, like if it's a car loan, a home loan, credit card, the types of credit or credit mix is another 10%. And that's not, the credit mix is not something that you should spend a lot of time and energy on. You don't need to go out and get different types of credit and call yourself having a good credit mix to get 10% of your credit score. So it really kind of depends. The high-end credit cards won't necessarily build you to 800. It's the culmination of all those things that I just talked about. So I hope that helped. All right, let's see here. Let me scroll on down. Oh, wow. The screen keeps jumping quite a bit as I'm scrolling down, which sucks. So I apologize for that, guys. I'm having to scroll down and kind of scroll back up. All right, cool. Big time 10 thank you for joining the live stream. I appreciate you. Eric, thanks for joining the live stream. It says Patreon member, Houston, Texas. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. What's this? Flautis? Did I say that right? Bless my heart. Thanks for joining the live stream. DC Shaggy says, also, should I be getting so many cards if in fall I'll be going to dorm, not to be working. I mean, getting the cards is not a big deal. I mean, get the cards, use them whenever you use them, and that's pretty much it. Like right now, I have 14 credit cards, and I'm clearly not using 14 credit cards every single month. I mean, I should be, but I don't even stress about that. I use it, kind of like whenever I use it, but I'm really focusing on 2 cards at the moment right now, mostly, which is the Discover card and my American Express Gold card. Those 2 cards is kind of what I'm focusing right now, mostly on. Cool. Big Time 10 says, what's up, bro? I'm actually on time today. Thanks for joining the live stream, bro. I appreciate you. Paulette says, this will be my 4th card. Am I messing with my 524 for cards? Well, clearly you are. I mean, if you're interested in getting a Chase card, there's a bunch of cards that Chase offer, right? I mean, like, it's not just the Chase Sapphire or the Chase Reserve. Of course, Chase also has a Southwest card. They have hotel cards as well. Chase has a lot of credit cards that are pretty valuable if you're into that Chase ecosystem. And if you want to get into that system, then you definitely want to be mindful of that and, kind of use your spots wisely in the beginning if possible. Big Time 10 says, you've been a big help, bro. My credit is 675 now, and I got a Discover card with a 800 limit already. Good stuff. Thanks for sharing that, bro. And thank you for saying that I've been a big help. I appreciate that. And thanks for watching the channel. That helps me a lot. And it, kind of reconfirms to me that this is the right thing and that we're on the right track. So I appreciate you. It's Me Dude says, I have 2 cards with 2 different due dates. Will the credit score update twice? Basically, your credit score updates whenever the credit card company sends the information to the credit bureau. And so clearly, not all credit card companies sends the information on the exact same day, because that's, that would be too awesome and too predictable and too easy for us to keep up with. So they report on different days. So basically, that's pretty much how that goes. I mean, you have 2 different accounts. So like you can expect that your score is going to be affected differently throughout the month, depending on when it's reported. Big Time 10 says, the Patreon deal is real. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. MGDR says, my credit score boosted up 40 points last month. When is a good time to apply for Discover again? If it's been only 2 months since the last time I applied or the last time I tried. If I were you, MGDR, I would wait. Wait like 6 months, probably even 8 months, to be honest with you. And kind of depending on what's going on with your inquiries, you definitely don't want to, be applying if you have, 3, 4, 5 inquiries currently on your credit report. So you may want to wait for a couple of those to fall off, and that may help as well. I don't know if you guys heard that, but there was some serious thunder going on just now, like literally just now. Okay, so Tharlan06 says, so my payment history on my credit report is bad. What is the best way to get 100%? Get more credit cards or just keep my utilization low? Basically, the best way to get the 100% as far as payment is concerned is just continue to pay on time over time. And what will happen is over time, that's going to affect your score less. And as the years go on, it'll kind of weed out those payments that you haven't paid on time. But I'm talking about years, okay? Like years. Like it'll take a while to kind of get that at 100%. As a matter of fact, right now, I'm not at 100%. My payment history is like 96. It's not even good, to be honest with you. Let me check it right now. Credit Karma. Checking on Credit Karma right now, just to kind of show you guys here. Okay, so I'm on my Credit Karma account, and let me click on my Experian, not Experian. What is this? TransUnion. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, my payment history right here. I don't know. Let's see if you can see it. Payment history is, sorry, camera's having a hard time to focus. It's at the bottom. It's right there, but it's 97%. You know what I mean? Like it's not a lot. Yeah. So it's 97%, which is not good. It's actually in the orange category. So don't worry about that. Just keep doing your thing. And like I said, it'll work itself out. DK Crooks 5, thanks for joining the channel. I appreciate you. Let's see here. Okay, Dead Mouse says Duane, Blue Cash Card is a new member of my wallet. Got approved today, so it's Discover and American Express. I don't know what's next. What's next is just pay your bill on time and just chill for a while, maybe depending on how many inquiries you have before trying to get more cards. Okay, so let me kind of see here real quickly because I really kind of want to start talking about what the purpose of the video is. The video is to talk about the best starter cards, and of course I want you guys to contribute and give me your opinion on what you think the best starter cards are as well. I told people to kind of fast forward to the 10-minute mark, and it's 21 minutes in. Love the interaction. Thank you very much. There's 70 people watching the live stream, so that's really freaking awesome. If you have any questions, definitely go ahead and ask the questions. We have plenty of people that can answer your questions here. We have 2 people currently, I think, that's on here, and their names are in blue. Those are the moderators for this channel. How to Get an 800 Credit Score has a YouTube channel, and of course, Joshua Young is very knowledgeable. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot the questions, and if I can't answer them, which I probably won't because I'll be doing the video, they can answer the question. So let me just go ahead and try to say what's up to a couple more people real quick. Craig says, hey, Duane, is that a 680 across the board or for only Experian or Experian only? Basically, I would worry about it being a 680 for the credit bureau that the credit card company is going to pull from, right? So if you know you're going to apply for Amex and they're going to use Experian, definitely need a 680 there. If you're not sure what the credit bureau is, call the bank or the credit card company and ask them, hey, what credit bureau do you guys pull from in regards to this particular credit card? And they'll tell you. And then you can make sure you're good to go. What's going on, Keith? Thank you for joining the live stream, sir. I appreciate you. Jose, thanks for joining the live stream. I appreciate you, sir. Says, hey, Duane, how are you doing today? So I applied for the American Express Magnet card. They only approved me for 1,000. Am I 2 months? I am 2 months in. I did a credit limit increase, and they increased my limit to 3,000 now. Good stuff, man. Congratulations on that. That's really freaking awesome, bro. The credit limit increase is always awesome. I personally didn't get any credit limit increase with American Express every time that I've tried, but I'll try again. Hey, Smoking Fireman, thank you, sir, for the 199 super chat. I appreciate you. And thank you very much for showing your appreciation by doing a super chat. That always helps the channel quite a bit. And it also shows the viewers that, someone appreciates and values the channel. So thank you very much for that, Smoking Fireman. I appreciate you a lot. Jesus, man, I am super far behind with the comments here. So you guys got to forgive me as I will not be answering everybody's questions here. Hey, Corey, what's going on? Hey, Jason, what's going on? Is Allison watching with you? If she's watching, hi, Allison. Thanks for joining the live stream, guys. I appreciate you guys a lot. Let's see here. Angel. All right. So we got Angel N. I don't think I've seen you in the live stream before. Thanks for joining the live stream. I think I said hi to Corey. Point to Point Transportation LLC. Thanks for joining, bro. I appreciate you. Let me just kind of scan through here before I start talking. Wow, there's a lot of interaction here. Lots of questions going on. And sorry, I'm not going to be able to answer them because I'm about to start the content portion of the live stream. But like I said, we'll have plenty of people here that will be able to answer. Tyrone, what's going on? Thanks for joining the live stream, sir. I don't want to butcher this name. but I'll call you AV. That's AVI. Thanks for joining the live stream. I appreciate you. Jesus, thanks for joining the live stream, bro. Blazing 808, thanks for joining the live stream. Let me scroll down here, see if I missed anybody. Okay, cool. So I'm going to start now. So basically, I wanted to do a quick live stream about the best starter cards. And of course, I want to answer any questions that you guys have in regards to the best starter cards or anything in general. So let me just kind of go ahead and look at my notes here to make sure that I get the content that I want to. Junebug C, thanks for joining the live stream. I don't think I've seen you here. The Renaissance, thanks for joining the live stream. I appreciate you, sir. Okay, here we go. Here, let me see. All right, so best starter cards. So basically, there are a lot of cards that I can talk about as far as best starter cards, but when I thought about doing the video, I wanted to really make sure that I talked about cards that I really believe are starter cards, okay? And I say starter cards. I don't believe that the City Double Cash is a starter card, because not everyone right off the bat will be approved for that card. So I'm not going to really treat that card like it's a starter card. Chase Freedom Unlimited, those cards as well. They're not really starter cards in my book because, like I said, people don't necessarily get those cards right off the bat. So when I think of best starter cards, I'm thinking of cards that are a little easier to get, like people are actually going to get. And so those are the cards that I want to talk about. And basically, there are, let's see, at best, I think like 5 cards. Well, if I include the Chase Freedom. So I think the best starter cards right off the bat, I'm going to start with the secured cards, and I'm just going to list 2 of them. Now, there are a lot of secured cards that you can get, but me personally, I think the Discover It secured card is good, and I also think the Citibank secured card is good. And the reason why I listed those 2 cards is because those 2 cards or those 2 companies actually promote you or graduate you to an unsecured card. And so I think it's very important if you're looking to get started that you need to make sure you have a secured card if you're getting started, which I think a secured card is the best starter card, to be honest with you, because in a sense, if you're brand new to credit and you're just getting started, when you apply for a secured card, it's almost like you're ensuring your approval. And I said almost like, okay, because if you're just getting started, I mean, like, seriously, you don't have any history, you don't have any bad history, so it shouldn't be a problem getting approved for that card unless you don't have a job. But other than that, I would say right off the bat, you should definitely consider getting the Citibank secured card and the Discover It secured card. The reason why I talk about those 2 cards in particular is because you can actually upgrade those cards. And by upgrade, I mean the bank will actually upgrade you automatically after a certain point, and they actually have cards that you want to get. The Discover It card is a good card, period. So whether you have the secured card or not, you're going to actually be able to get all the perks that you get with the Discover card by using the Discover It secured card. So you can just call the bank and say, hey, I want to do the 5 times points, or not the 5 times points, but the 5% cash back instead of the 2% that you get for gas and 1% on everything else. You can just call Discover and they'll take care of you. So I think that's really cool. And there's a lot of value there. The Discover card is one of the Discover Secure card is one of the best cards that you can get, especially a starter card, because it really kind of introduces you to the ability to earn money, to earn cash back. And in the beginning, you don't really know the value of that. And you don't really know how much you can earn. So the Discover It secured card is a good card to get right out the gate because you can earn the cash back. And then, of course, they're going to match all the cash back that you get during your first year of membership. So for me personally, I think the Discover It secured card is hands down one of the best starter cards that you can get because you kind of get yourself fully immersed right away in getting cash back, and you learn a lot about how to do that. And of course, you're going to get a big bang for your buck. Now, the Citi secured card as well as the Discover It secured card has no annual fee. And I'll say that again, I love credit cards that do not have an annual fee. I'm just cheap like that, I guess. I mean, a lot of people talk a lot about how much value you get with other credit cards, even if it has an annual fee. But me personally, I'm cheap. So like clearly the Discover It secured card, you get a lot of value from that because it has no annual fee. And none of Discover's cards has an annual fee. So that's another good thing. So the Citibank secured card is a good starter card because you can get that card. They'll promote you eventually to the City Preferred card, which that particular card um, doesn't have any perks. There's no cash back. Same thing with the City Secured card. There's no cash back on that card. But after a while, after they graduate you from the secured card to the unsecured card, you can then transfer or product change to another card that you might be interested in. And that's exactly what I did. I had the Citibank secured card, and then they graduated me to the Diamond Preferred, which is the card was black. And then I transferred from that card to the City Dividend card, which is a 5% cashback category card. And they kind of max you out as far as how much you're able to earn. You can only earn up to $300 worth of cash back on that card, but it's another 5% cashback card, and it could be used in categories that my other 5% cashback cards don't have. So that's what I did. And the only reason why I upgraded to that particular card was because I actually applied for the City Double Cash card because it had a sign up bonus and I really wanted that. So right out the gate, like I said, the best two starter cards that I think that are secured cards is the Discover It Secured card and the City Secured card, because those two cards are good. They're good banks, and they also have credit cards that you will be interested in other than just the secured card. So those are the two secured cards that I think right out the gate would be the best starter card. And I consider those starter cards for real because you're literally starting. I mean, I think that those cards are good, and most people starting off will be able to get approved for those cards. Now, the next two cards that I want to talk about is going to be the Capital One Platinum card and the Capital One Quicksilver card. Now, the Capital One Platinum card is a card that there's a bunch of different versions. I feel like there is a no annual fee version of the Capital One Platinum card, and there is also a version where there is an annual fee. Now, if you're getting started, I wouldn't really worry about that, the annual fee, because Capital One, their annual fee, if you have to pay an annual fee for that particular Capital One Platinum card, it's not going to be that bad. You know what I mean? It's like, I think it'd be like $39 or so. I'm not talking about the secured card. I'm talking about the Capital One Platinum card. Okay, so the Capital One Platinum card, the reason why I'm not talking about the Capital One secured card is because they don't upgrade anymore. So I'm not interested in that card. I'm not really interested in talking about it because you're basically going to have the card for a year. Maybe, and then maybe you'll be able to apply for another Capital One card and be approved, but then you're gonna have to close that account, and that's kind of lame. So the Capital One Platinum card, you'll have that card, and of course there's no rewards. You don't earn points or cash back or anything like that. It's just a regular credit card. But if you get that credit card, which is a good starter card, it's gonna kind of give you a foot in the door. It's going to be you starting your relationship with Capital One. And eventually, after having that card, what will happen is Capital One will market to you other Capital One cards. The first card they'll probably market to you about would probably be the Capital One Quicksilver card, which once again has been my personal experience. I got the Capital One Platinum card, and then I think I don't know if it was a complete year or just a couple of months later, they marketed to me about the Capital One Quicksilver card. I think the Capital One Quicksilver card is a decent starter card as well, because I honestly believe that somebody that doesn't have any credit history at all can actually apply for the Capital One Quicksilver card and be approved. Okay, so that's why I have it there as a good starter card. It's also a good starter card because the Capital One Quicksilver card does not have annual fee. In addition to that, it also allows you to earn 1.5% cash back. Now, I can remember me personally getting started. That was my very first experience with cashback credit cards. I had no clue. I mean, I was like, okay, 1.5% cash back. Okay. So I would use it here and there. And then once I figured it out, I was like, I'm a pretty disciplined guy. I'm going to use this card for all my purchases. I'm not even going to use my debit card anymore. And that's when I kind of realized the power of being able to get cash back or earn points is the fact that you can use your credit card for every single purchase. Joshua Black, dude, thank you so much for the $49, basically $50. Thank you so much for that super chat, bro. The super chats are always helpful, and it is just visual confirmation and validation that this channel is valuable. I thank you, sir, for deciding to use your hard-earned money to show support for the channel. Thank you, Joshua. I appreciate that, man. So the Capital One Quicksilver card is, like I said, the first card that I was getting cash back with. And I remember getting the cash back and I would get excited. I would see in the Capital One app, I would see that I've gotten, this amount of cash back. And that's what I like about Capital One. You're able to see the cash back that you earn pretty much 2 to 3 days after making that purchase. You'll see rewards in your Capital One account in the app, and that's always exciting. You're like, dude, I'm getting this cash back. That's kind of cool. And me personally, I'm such a nerd. Like when I get the cash back, I don't turn around and just like use it as a statement credit right away, because like I want to feel like it's cash back and I'm choosing what I do with the cash. So I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let this cash build up. I'm going to let it build up, and then I'll use it on something that I want instead of using it as a statement credit, and of course, I'm a nerd like that. I remember I used my cash back to pay for dinner for my kids and I think it was either my birthday or one of my kids' birthdays. And we went out to this restaurant and I used my very first cash back when I redeemed it as a statement credit to pay for that. And I felt like that was more meaningful than me turning around and using my cash back right away, applying it to my statement credit every single month that I use it. Of course, you can do that too, but I liked to see it build. And I like, I liked watching it grow. It's like a savings account. I like to put money in there and I like to watch it grow. So the Capital One Quicksilver card is a great, great starter card. And so to be honest, those cards that I talked about, the Discover It secured card, the Citibank secured card, the Capital One Platinum card, and the Capital One Quicksilver card, I think are really, really good starter cards. I think that they're the best starter cards. And of course, excuse me. Of course, this is my 2 cents, right? Wow, there's some serious thunder going on. I hope the electricity doesn't go out. I mean, that would suck. My lighting would go to hell, and I would just be here, and you guys could barely see me because I wouldn't have my awesome light. But anyway, those cards are good cards to get, especially if you're just getting started in the credit game and you have no credit at all. You definitely want to consider applying for those cards because I think they're easy to get. Now, once again, this is my 2 cents on what I think is the best credit cards or the best starter cards to get right out the gate. There are a lot of credit card companies, but I think it makes sense to really talk about the credit card companies that, number one, has a good reputation, good customer service, which Capital One does, Citibank does, Discover Card certainly does. They have great reputation, great customer service. Now, of course, this is my opinion. Somebody else may feel differently about that. But if I'm going to talk about really true starter cards, I feel like those are starter cards because I don't feel that a starter card would be, something like the Chase Freedom card. Somebody else might feel like that, or the Citi Double Cash card. I don't think that those are starter cards because those aren't credit cards that you can get right out the gate, with no experience, no credit history. So that's why I said, once again, that's my 2 cents in regards to starter cards. So I'm going to basically stop that there in regards to the content portion of this live stream. Now, I'm going to do my best to get back in this stream here and try to answer some questions. So please be patient with me if I'm insanely behind on the live chat, because, of course, a lot of people have questions. There are 77 people watching right now. That's incredible. Thank you guys so much. Smash that thumbs up button. I got 31 thumbs up, and there's 76 people in here. If you haven't, just go ahead and, go over there and tap it. Click it, whatever you do, depending on where you're watching it from. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I see them coming in now. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. So I want to go ahead and do my best to answer your questions here. I see people kind of suggesting, maybe try Open Sky. I personally don't like Open Sky. I guess somebody suggested trying Credit One because someone said Credit One is trash. And I agree, Credit One is trash. Me personally, I stay away from cards that have a lot of fees. You know what I mean? Like, for me, I guess it wouldn't matter if I'm going to pay my bill all the time. But if there's a fee basically every month that the card or company finds a way to charge you, I'm not interested. And that's why I only talk about banks that are pretty big banks and well-known banks. Now, once again, there are a lot of good cards that could be the best starter cards. I mean, I didn't even mention TD Bank secured card. That's a good starter card as well, because clearly it's a secured card and you can establish a relationship with TD Bank. And that secured card is like really awesome. They have some really, really good perks and cash back and percentage that you can earn cash back with that particular card. All right. So let me kind of see here. I'm just going to kind of start up in this chat in a random spot. Jesus says, why is Freedom Unlimited better than the Quicksilver and Double Cash? Um, I personally don't think the Freedom Unlimited is better, so to say, but I think people will argue that it's better because it just depends on how you want to spend your points. Because with Chase, the Chase Ultimate Reward points are the most valuable points that you can have. And to turn around and use that for cash back is probably not the smartest way to redeem those points, because you're going to get way more value if you're redeeming it towards travel. So that's probably one of the reasons why somebody may say that the Freedom Unlimited is better than the Quicksilver and Double Cash. Now, I mean, Double Cash, you get 2%, but you really only get 2% because, you get 1% when you purchase, and then you get another 1% when you pay it. Now, you actually don't get the 1% if you end up using your cash back as a statement credit, because they don't credit you for the fact that you used your cash back to pay your bill, so you don't actually get the 1% back there. So that's something to keep in mind. I did not know that, but that is the case. Let me scroll down here real quickly. Excuse me, guys. I don't know. Maybe I need some water. Hey, Keith, thank you so much, bro. I had to scroll down and see who gave me this $10 super chat. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, Keith. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for that $10 super chat. Like I said earlier, it's always a blessing and always incredible that people choose to spend their hard-earned money to give a super chat and show value and show the support to this channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate both you, Keith, and Joshua. Thank you so much. And Smoking Fireman. Thank you. I remember your $1.99 super chat. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you guys. All right, so let me scroll back up here and see if I can answer some more questions. Tyrone says, to me, Capital One are garbage if you have past credit problems and a lot of inquiries. Good luck getting big limits. Capital One cards are garbage. I mean, yeah, I hear what you're saying, Tyrone, in regards to getting high limits. I mean, I've been stuck at $7,000 on one of my cards forever and $3,000 on the other. But I'm not insanely worried about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's incredible that people have high limits. I spoke with a gentleman the other day who's on my Patreon, and he has the Navy Federal Credit Union card, and I think he has two of them. I think he has both. Like, I think he has 25,000 limit on both cards, and I'm like, yo, that is crazy. Like, that's so freaking dope. It's not me. I guess it's not my destiny, but in reality, there is only so much that you're going to do. I mean, like, the odds of me spending $25,000 on a credit card is not very likely, but I guess it's good to have it. And clearly having a lot of credit limit, available credit, is always good to have as well. But I hear what you're saying, Tyrone, in regards to Capital One being garbage sometimes. I mean, they kind of are. Sometimes I can agree with that partially. Eli says, I got 600 back with a Quicksilver card. You got to know what you're doing to get the most out of it. Absolutely. Dude, you spent a lot of money to get $600 back from Capital One Quicksilver card. Wow, we have 85 people watching the live stream. That's the most that I've ever had watching the live stream at one moment. That's really exciting. Thank you guys for making that happen. That's freaking cool. It's even going to be more cool in the future that we're going to have hundreds of people watching the stream. But you guys are here now. You guys are here first, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching the stream. If you have any questions, throw them in the live chat. We'll try to get those answered. Like I said, there's plenty of people here in the live stream that can answer the questions, and I'll eventually get to it at some point. So thank you guys for that. That's pretty cool. Don says, I have 14 credit inquiries. Wow, dude, you're winning the race, or at least you're beating me. I think I have 11 right now. So I need to chill for a while. 921 Ali all day long says, the Capital One app is so great. I agree with you, sir. I appreciate that. Josh says, never apply for Credit One. Very last resort. Agreed. There are so many other cool options other than that. What's going on, a pimp? Thanks for joining the live stream, bro. Michael, thanks for joining the live stream. Michael says, Quicksilver also has extended warranty, roadside assistant, no foreign transaction. Good point on the no foreign transaction. That's freaking dope. Secondary car rental insurance, travel accident insurance, can generate virtual card numbers, etc. Yeah, that is correct. Dude, thanks for pointing that out. Definitely. I didn't even cover that, but you're dead on. And clearly that also makes another reason why Capital One is so insanely valuable. So thank you for stating that, Michael. I appreciate you, man. Okay, we got Ja 5524. Don't do that. Okay, they're talking to Don. Okay, Derek, thanks for joining the live stream. You said I got my Chase Freedom Unlimited last month. They gave me 3% cash back on all purchases, and they told me I qualified for the 150 sign up bonus. What? That's cool. So you got both. That is freaking dope, man. Good stuff. And thanks for sharing that. Somebody mentioned that above in the live chat earlier. So thanks for sharing that. That's kind of cool. Patrick, thanks for joining the live stream. I appreciate you. You said, what about the U.S. Bank card? U.S. Bank card, depending on which card you're talking about, but I'm a huge fan of U.S. Bank. I think that the cards are good. My only complaint with U.S. Bank, and I do have a complaint, is that the customer service when you call in, man, please have time. Please have patience, because when you call in, you're going to be on hold for a while. Unless you call in early morning, you're going to be holding for a while. U.S. Bank customer service, when it comes to like getting them on the phone, totally sucks. Like, I mean, I'll say that right off the bat. I have the Cash Plus signature card with a $6,000 limit, and I like the card a lot. I've been able to get a lot of cash back because I can choose 2 categories where I earn 5% and 1 category where I earn 2%. But the customer service with US Bank, as far as the phone is concerned, garbage. Like, don't like it, you know. And of course, I'm spoiled. I mean, there's Discover, there's Chase, there's American Express. So that's my 2 cents on that. I guess I kind of got on a soapbox as far as that's concerned. Hey, Brock, thanks for joining the live stream. You said I build my cash back as well over a year time, and I do wish CO let you deposit directly. Even if you don't earn much, putting in savings account, it's still something, right? Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm a nerd like that for sure. I think every little bit matters. I'm just that type of guy. I really try to maximize and stretch things as much as I can, because that's kind of my upbringing. That's kind of the environment in which I was raised. You know, my aunts and uncles, they didn't come from a lot. You know, like there were 6 of them, not 6, 12. I say 6. I have 6 aunts and 5 uncles, but there were 12 kids and 2 adults, and they were basically in a shack. Like, it wasn't even a house. There's no running water. This is in Jamaica. They basically only went there when it was time to sleep. So like, they're used to stretching. You know what I mean? Like, I can't even imagine, like, sometimes there wasn't like enough food to go around. So of course you got to stretch that. So that's kind of what I've experienced, or not necessarily what I've experienced, but that's kind of what the fabric of my family is. And so, you know, I really try to kind of make it make sense and kind of make sense of every penny that I spend. Of course, I don't have to do that now, but I just do because I'm a nerd that way and it's in my blood. Let's see here. Patrick says, what cards for rebuilding my credit? Secure cards. Dude, secure cards are good. Like I said, Discover card, the Discover secure card, the Citibank secure card, Bank of America has a secure card, Wells Fargo has a secure card. But I don't really talk about those secure cards a lot because I feel like they don't graduate as frequently. So I really kind of talk about Discover its secure card and Citibank because I know that those cards, you know, have a reputation for graduating people. So that's kind of my 2 cents on that there. What's going on, Rod? Thanks for joining the live stream. I appreciate you, sir. Where's the thumbs up button? I feel like a moron. New to credit. Hey, man, thanks for watching the live stream, Sergio. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you, sir. Tyrone says, Patrick, best time to start. Best to start with Discover and City. Okay, cool. Hey, Miss Gatlin, thanks for joining the live stream. I appreciate you for watching, ma'am. Max says, I have the Credit One bank card, and yes, it is trash, but my age of history is good. Cool. And thanks for sharing that, bro. I appreciate you. Hey, Lynn, thanks for joining the live stream. Let's see here. Goodness. We have what's this? Lil Plies 256. Thanks for joining the live stream. Is Capital One a good secure card? I just got one to rebuild my credit. And what about the Citi card? Absolutely, Capital One is a decent secure card. However, they don't upgrade anymore, or they don't graduate you anymore to an unsecured card, and that's pretty lame. So you, if you already have it, that's fine. You know what I mean? But just know that like you're probably going to get rid of it over, you know, maybe after the first year, which is not cool. And that's why I personally don't recommend that card anymore. Reggie, thanks for joining the live stream. Reggie said, love Navy Federal. Got their flagship reward card for 20,000 All other reward cards top out at 25K. Flagship card tops out at 80,000, but you got to submit proof of income stubs, of course. So it says I'm good right now. Good stuff. Thanks for sharing that, bro. I appreciate that. CEO Productions, thanks for joining the live stream, sir. You said, Duane, you know anything about checking lines of credit? Good question. My cousin was talking to me about that the other day, and the other day was probably like a year and change ago. I don't know a lot about it, but I do know that banks offer that, and I'm not sure. I'm sure somebody else knows stuff in this live stream in the chat. I'm laughing because I'm like, I don't know about it, but I don't know about it. I don't really have a lot of information that I can give you in regards to that. I do know that that exists, and I think it may be something to consider if it fits well for you. Cool. Let me see here. Pac-Man Gaming, thanks for joining the live stream. Says, just got into this credit card game. Jesus, the screen just totally jumped. But I didn't struggle like most. My dad opened a store account for me when I was 17. First time I checked my credit score was 715. Wow, that's good stuff, man. Thanks for sharing that. That's pretty good. And yeah, definitely, if you have kids and your kids is like 13 and older or whatever the age has to be for that particular credit card, you definitely want to add your kid as an authorized user on your card. Of course, if you have good payment history, right? And that would help them establish credit as well. So that's pretty freaking cool. All right, let me scroll down here and see what's going on. Jason, thanks for joining the live stream, sir. Open Sky has been a great card. Wow, Jason, thanks for contributing that here. I personally don't know a whole lot about Open Sky. I don't think you're able to graduate from that card to an unsecured card, but let me know if I'm wrong, Jason. But thanks for contributing. Thanks for saying that that's a good card. Carrie on with life and coffee. First time here. Thanks for joining the live stream. I appreciate you, Carrie. Let's see here. Robert, do you have any suggestions for cards that include cell phone insurance? I have this as a benefit mentioned by some users. There are credit cards that offer cell phone insurance. I don't know if it's the same thing as cell phone protection. Off the top of my head, I want to say American Express, but it's really easy to kind of find that out. Like basically when you go on the site, you can kind of review what it is that they offer as far as benefits. I want to say American Express, but maybe I'm thinking something else. I'm sorry, I'm not insanely clear on that, Robert, but if anybody knows the answer to that, definitely chime in on the live stream. All right, so I love Kevin Farrow says my Capital One card doesn't report as secured. My Citi card does. Interesting. I mean, I don't know that it's important if it reports as a secured card as much as it's important that they report, period. So I wouldn't even sweat that. Ant Stan says, Duane, what about trade lines of credit jeweler stores? Make sure they report to all three bureaus, so on and so forth. I don't really, I'm not really a big fan of the My Jewelers Club and stuff like that. I think it works. And I think it works for the person if they want to do that. You know, like you want to pay for the membership. I think there's like payment that you have to do for the membership. You have to actually buy something as well, which I guess is not a huge problem. But, you know, if you're going to use it as a tool or as a point of departure or starting point, then I think it's fine. You know, use it as a tool and then just keep it moving. So I personally don't have anything bad to say about them personally. But like if I were going to tell somebody like how to get started building their credit, my first thing is always going to just be apply for a secured card. And the reason why I would say secured card first is because if you have no credit at all, there's no need to like, you know, apply and then get rejected and get your feelings hurt. You know, not everybody gets rejected. But the thing is like if you're not a student in college, because college students can get credit cards pretty freaking easy, you can get rejected and then like it'll suck. And you're just like, man, this sucks. You know what I mean? And then like you're not going to be encouraged to apply for another card, even though you have to apply. So I would always recommend secured cards because that is my thing. Sorry here. Let's see. Sorry, guys. The screen keeps jumping. So like as I'm trying to scroll down and look at the live chat here, it's going all over the place kind of sort of, and it's hard to kind of focus. So forgive me about that. It says the Mr. Alexander 19. Okay, Amex Platinum or Chase Reserve. Wow, dude, great question. For me personally, I would have to do the Amex Platinum. And the reason why I say that is because American Express, I've had good experiences with them. But dude, that's so hard. But I think the access to the airline, the lounges is like totally awesome. Of course, Chase is really good and straightforward about giving you $300, or I think it's $350 worth of airline credit, which is good because then you're paying $450 to get the Chase Sapphire Reserve in general, and the Amex Platinum is $550. But I think for me personally, I would probably go with the Platinum. I definitely want to get the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Actually, I want to get both cards, but I'm not in a haste to get it because I'm using my Amex Gold card a lot right now, and I'm not traveling a whole lot. The Amex Platinum card, when it comes to points, like you only get 5 times points on dining and 5 times on hotel, and I don't remember. Is it 5 times on airline? Jesus, that's so bad that I don't remember. But I know you get dining and hotel, and it's like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, if you're not doing that a lot, then it's like it's not insanely worth it. But if you want access to the different lounges and other perks that you get with the American Express Platinum, then I think it's a good card. So, but for me, I think Amex Platinum is what I would do personally. Wow, 90 people in the live stream. Thank you guys so much. That is freaking awesome. All right, so we got Lil Plies 25. Okay, you were talking to new to credit. Thank you very much there. Jason says, I don't know about graduating to unsecured, but my score jumped 30 points in 2 to 3 months period. So I'm excited. That's good stuff. Yeah, I mean, and that's just it. Like the secure card actually kind of does that. Like it really helps our credit score, and not for only people that need help. It helps your credit score if you are below 700. Secure cards can help you. You know what I mean? I mean, you may consider just getting one secured card if you're below 700. It actually helps your score. Yo Fam says, my fiance new to the States. What do you think about me getting her a secure Discover card? Do it. Discover card is freaking awesome. They match all the cash back that you earn during the first year of membership. And, like if you get the secure card, it's pretty much a good way to almost kind of guarantee your approval. So that's my 2 cents on that. Do it. Get her the secure card for sure. All right. So let's see here. Carrie says, Bank of America approved me Bank of America just approved me for a pre-approval offer for a $2,200 limit. I have a 610 credit score. Totally blown away that they approved me. That's freaking awesome. 610 credit score. That's awesome. First of all, thanks for sharing that, Carrie. That is really, really incredible and exciting, actually. So I'm not sure exactly why, but we don't need to ask questions. The fact that they did is awesome, and take care of that, pay your bill on time, and enjoy that card. You know what I mean? Earn points if your card offers that ability. So definitely earn points. So let's see here. A pimp says Uber Visa offers some sort of cell phone insurance. Well, thanks for that contribution, bro. I know Robert had asked that question and I wasn't sure. Okay, I see that new to credit answered Robert's question in regards to the cell phone insurance. So it looks like the Citi Prestige, this Wells Fargo Propel card, which is a no annual fee credit card. The Wells Fargo Propel card, no annual fee, and then the Citi Business Preferred. So that's pretty cool. Let me scroll down here. CEO Production says, what kind of score are people getting approved for Chase Freedom Unlimited if anyone wants to share? When it comes to sharing like a specific score, I mean, there are a lot of factors other than just a score, to be honest. But if I could give the safest score or the best score to have when you're applying for that card, I always want to go to 680 for some reason. I feel like that's a safe score, but it's only a safe score is if your credit report looks right. You don't have a lot of inquiries. You know what I mean? You don't have derogatory marks. You don't have like, things in collections and so on and so forth. So it really kind of depends. There are a lot of factors. Sometimes you can have a high credit score and still be rejected for cards, which I think is real stupid, but it does happen. It does happen. All right, here, let's see. Let me scroll on down. I wonder how far. Okay, no, I'm not too far from the bottom. That's cool. Not too far from the bottom. That is pretty cool here. Let me see. John Fisher says, urgent. Hello, I asked a question above. Thanks. John Fisher, let's see what you said. I hope you're not too far above. Hey, Clemente, thanks for joining the live stream. I just saw your name, bro. Let me see here. Now asked the question, NAL as well. I just saw your name. Thanks for joining the live stream. Dude, I don't even know, John, I don't even know how far up you are here. But if you put the question back in the chat, I'm sure we'll get your questions answered. We kind of scroll back up. What's up, Duane? Dude, I always struggle when I come to your name. QVs, but I don't think it's QVs. But hey, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining the stream. Clemente says, what with the platinum, you don't get 5 times on dining, you only get 5 times on air travel and hotels. Bless my heart. Thank you for making that correction. Thank you for joining the live chat. You probably were watching the stream for a while and you said, you know what? Let me jump in and help Duane out because he's totally wrong and I'm totally wrong. I think I was thinking the Amex Gold Card where you get 4 times points on dining. But that's my point. You only get 5 times point on air travel and hotels booked through American Express. So it's like that's not the greatest earning potential. But clearly, if you travel a lot and if you stay in hotels, the Amex Platinum would be worth your while, as well as if you want access to the lounges and so on and so forth. Joshua Black says Amex Platinum has 100,000 K offers around that I've read about. You should check one for Duane. Yeah, I definitely want the 100,000 offer if I can get it. If I'm patient and if it's available when I want to apply, that would be really, really dope if I can get that offer for sure. Hey, Donnie, what's going on, man? What credit score do I need for the Discover Secure card? Once again, that really kind of depends, Donnie. I don't really know. But you're on my Patreon, so you can give me a call or we can talk about it, and I could just talk to you more directly about that instead of worrying about that here. Now says if you have a Bank of America account, you're more likely to get approved for higher limits. They are considered a relationship bank. Yeah, I would agree with that. Thanks for making that contribution. I agree with that totally. All right, here. Clemente says, I have a 715 and I got approved for $10,000 on the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and it was my first Chase card. Wow, that's awesome, bro. Congratulations, and thanks for sharing that. I might slightly be jealous. I don't have a credit card with a $10,000 limit. I could easily combine my Capital One Saver card and my Capital One Quicksilver card, and that would give me one card with $10,000, but I haven't done it, and I don't think I'm going to do it. But that's pretty dope, man. $10,000 for your Chase Sapphire Preferred. Good stuff. I think you're going to enjoy that. And definitely, rack those points up, man. Get it going. Okay, sweet. QV says, after fixing, and dude, I hope I'm not butchering your name, fixing my wife's credit. I am fixing my wife's credit. Got her to discover a secure card. Now it is automatic with the card to have the cashback categories. Okay, cool. Very cool. Thanks for sharing that. Blazing808 says, how many credit cards can you have with Capital One? I have the Secure Platinum and the Quicksilver. I really want the Capital One Saver card. Please help. You can call and ask them. I've gotten different information from Capital One in regards to how many cards you can have from them. So you can call and ask, but I think what you should consider doing is maybe transferring one of your cards to the Saver card, like the platinum card. If you have the Capital One Platinum, there's no need to have that card because you're not earning anything at all. So if you have a secure card and then you have the Platinum and the Quicksilver, then you definitely want to get the Saver card. Get the Platinum out of here because you're earning nothing, and get the Saver card if possible. Okay, so John's question here, and I'm sure it's probably already answered. John question says, student loan keeps posting on my credit over 35 times. How do I get student loans off? Just left abusive marriage. How do I get student loans off? It's mistaken identity. Wow, you definitely got to contact the bureau that is reporting that information and ask them, like if it's fraud or if it's just inaccurate information, you definitely want to contact them and ask them how you can get that off for sure. But you definitely got to start there. You got to call and find out what the heck is going on exactly. And then you want to see if, what the steps are that you need to take. If it's a matter of identity, Like you said, mistaken identity, like it's still probably going to affect you for a while, but you can at least start the process and see how you can get that out of here and get it off your credit report. Reggie, okay. Okay, I think Reggie was talking to CEO. All right. We got Jabril. Jabril, I'm not sure how to say your name, sir. Thanks for joining the live stream. Should I get a secure card with my bank? I think you should get a secure card with your bank if your bank allows you to upgrade or graduate you from a secure card to an unsecured card without you having to close your account. If you have to close your account and you're going to lose the credit history and all that good stuff, then get a secure card with Citibank, get a secure card with Discover Card, get a secure card with a bank that will allow you to graduate from the secured card to an unsecured card without closing your account. That's my 2 cents on that, sir. Tharlan06 says, can you still not get approved for a card if they need more information to make their decision? This is the situation I am in now. Well, of course, you can still not be approved if they need more information. I hate when they do that. I even hate when the application is pending. But it is possible, and it is kind of whack because like you spend your time trying to make them happy and appease them and get them the information that they need. But for whatever reason, they may choose not to extend business with you. So don't take it personal. I mean, that's just what it is for whatever reason. Yesterday, I was on the phone with Citibank. I opened an account with Citibank where I have $5,000 in that account in order to get $200 after 60 days, right? So I opened the account. I've had Citibank accounts in the past, but Citibank has this process where they send you a PIN number. Then you got to take that PIN number to access your online account or to sign up for your online account. You can't sign up for that account without that PIN number. So, they're asking me all these security questions about, stuff that's going to identify them or for me to identify myself. Now, I answered all the questions 100% correct to my knowledge, but for whatever reason, it wasn't 100% with them. And they didn't give me access to my account. And they were like, you have to write a letter to us, requesting a PIN number. And so it's like jumping through hoops in regards to the banks to get their business or their approval sometimes sucks, but just do it. Don't take it personal. Now says, Duane, do you know if product change from the Citi Sapphire Preferred to Citi Sapphire Reserve, are the points now worth as if they are the Sapphire Reserve, or do they remain the same value? Dude, your points that you earn with Chase is basically the same value. The only thing that changes from card to card is how many points you're able to earn, right? So you go from earning, let's say 1% or 1 times points to all the way up to 3 times points, right? So it just depends. Points are points, and the points, whether you earn them on your Sapphire Reserve or your Sapphire Preferred, they're going to all be redeemed the same. There's nothing special about earning points on the Reserve versus the Preferred. I hope I answered that question. DC Shaggy says, if transactions are still pending, will they count towards utilization when the account reports? Great question. And I would say no if they're pending and it's not posted. But maybe they will count towards your utilization, because I know when my transactions are pending, most of the times it is still withdrawn or subtracted from my overall available balance. So quite possibly that would probably affect you. But when it comes to credit card utilization, as long as you know when that account is closed or when the close date is, you know that you can pay your balance off or pay it down to between 0 and 10%, and it's going to be reported to the bureau that way, right? So it's not really you paying your bill as much as you having your balance be between 0% and 10% when the cycle closes or whenever the bank closes and then sends the information to the credit bureau, right? So that's kind of what I would do if I were you. Let's see. Mohammed, last name Mohammed, says, I have never used credit, but a former phone company charged $1,600 to my credit, so I pay excuse me, should I pay the collection because now I have 543 credit score? Thanks for the help. Dude, never pay the collections unless you can get the collections to agree that if you pay them, they will delete it from your credit report. This is called a pay for deletion. You need to get them to agree to do that, and you need to ask them to submit that to you in writing before making that payment. Okay, so basically they'll say if you agree to pay this, then they will delete this from your credit report, and clearly that would help you tremendously. So contact them, and if they offer you, if they say yes, they can do that, you must get it in writing because they have to honor it, and then that would help you. If they're not going to do that, then paying it off is not going to help your score. Whether you pay it off or not, it's not going to come off of your credit report. It's going to still be there, and it's going to be there for up to 7 years. So that's my answer to that question, sir. Wow. Oh. John says made two police reports, and also with the federal trade and FBI still going through this and can't get credit nowhere because if this abusive ex I got rid of and now they're taking my money to pay. Wow, dude, John, that sucks, man. And first of all, thanks for being transparent. Thanks for sharing that in the live stream. I really appreciate that, and that's really, really unfortunate. So have you applied for a secure card? I mean, I could see how you wouldn't get a card, but I'm sure you probably get a secure card from somebody, like maybe even Open Sky, even though I don't necessarily recommend that. But you probably could get a secure card from them. Let's see here. Okay, Max says, I'm with Wells Fargo Bank. Should I get a secured card with them, bro? Will be a good idea. I know they upgrade you to the unsecured card after a year. Yeah, Mac, I think that's a good idea, especially if you actually bank with Wells Fargo. But definitely have a decent expectation when it comes to that secured card. Just be patient. Like if it takes more than a year, be willing to know that it may take more than a year for them to upgrade you because Wells Fargo and Bank of America and just about any of the secure cards, like even if they say, well, we start to look at your account after this amount of time period, they can actually take longer to upgrade you for whatever reason. So be willing to, number one, be mentally prepared for that. And number two, stay the course and wait till they upgrade you. I think there will be, they'll be good. That'll be good if you stay and wait and continue to nurture that relationship that you have with Wells Fargo. Keith Parker, hello from Tampa. Thanks for joining the live stream, man. I appreciate you, sir. Blazing 808 says, I have the Navy Federal checking account. I'm thinking of applying for the credit card with them. I currently have 9 credit cards. However, my credit score is only 705. Only 705, Blazing 08. Come on, bro. You know how many people want a 705 and you're like, my credit score is only 705? I think you should definitely apply for the card, especially if you don't have a lot of inquiries currently. And you do have a checking account with them. So I think the odds of you being approved is pretty good. So I think you should go for it and let us know. Come back here and let me know. Oh, Reggie says, Blazing 808, when was your last account open and how many inquiries you have? My family member got 15K on their Amex with a low 600. Wow. That's pretty cool. Reggie, thanks for sharing that, man. That is really, really cool. Jason says, don't get the Wells Fargo card. See, there you go. That's so funny. I had a Wells Fargo secured card like way back in the day when I didn't really know a lot about secured cards. And I really got impatient and was just like, no, I canceled. But people do have good experiences with Wells Fargo. But Jason's like, don't do it. So, hey, Mac, I don't know what to tell you. But hey, I appreciate the fact that you guys are giving information here during the live stream. That's really, really dope, guys. Thanks for that. Jason says Wells Fargo doesn't maintain credit history when upgrading. That's definitely important to know. Thanks for saying that, Jason. Thanks for contributing that. CEO Production says, how many inquiries? Too many. Basically, when you start to get denied for cards, I'm guilty. I'm guilty of that. I had a lot of inquiries. I think I had like 11 at one point or like 8. And I kept applying because I was like, well, they're not rejecting me, so I'm going to keep applying. Unless it's American Express, because you can kind of continue to apply with American Express, basically get like 2 credit cards, every 90 days. Basically, if you have inquiries, if you have more than 5 inquiries, don't be surprised if you get rejected for a credit card. Hey, Gary, man, thank you, sir, for the $20 super chat. I really appreciate you. You said, good work, brother. Thank you, sir, for choosing to spend your hard-earned money and show support to the channel. I appreciate that, and every single bit helps. Thank you to all the people that have contributed super chat. Thank you for the $49.99 super chat from Joshua. Thank you for the $10 super chat from somebody that I can't remember off the top of my head. Keith, thank you, sir. And Smoking Fireman, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. If I missed anybody on the super chat, I'm sorry, but thank you very much. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate you, sir. Okay, let's see here. Jesus says, I have no inquiries according to Credit Karma. Dude, Credit Karma is not the best base to use for that. You definitely want to make sure you look at my FICO and see what's going on there. Even though Credit Karma could be accurate, but you definitely don't want to go by that only. Last name Mohammed says, who has the best secured card for someone new? My advice on that would be Discover It Secured Card or Citibank. If you ask me which one would I go with or which one is the best one, in my opinion, I think the Discover It Secured Card is good. You have the ability to earn cash back. You also will have Discover Card match all the cash back you earned during your first year. You can be transferred from the regular cashback earning program they have, which is 2% on gas, 1% on everything else. You can transfer from that, which is on your Discover It Secure card, to the 5% earning categories that Discover Card offers, where you can earn some serious cash back. So my 2 cents in regards to Secured Card, I'm always going to recommend the Discover It Secure card first, because the earning potential on that is ridiculous for a Secured Card. And Discover Card is a good bank to have a relationship with. So I hope that helps in regards to that, Mohammed. Let's see here. Joshua Black says, some had Wells Fargo Secure Card for 2 years, never graduated, just canceled it out. Wow. Dude, Mac, I hope you're paying attention to this. So, clearly we have some people that are not Wells Fargo fans. And, this is true. It happens. So you definitely want to keep that in mind, Mac, if you're interested in getting the Secure Card with Wells Fargo. Or just wait, man. I'm pretty sure you probably already have a Secure Card. So you can just wait, wait it out. If it's a year and a half, 2 years, and you have no inquiries, wait. And then after that, then your score is going to be good. And then you can go crazy and apply for like 4 or 5 credit cards that you've wanted for some time. And your score is going to be high enough to get those cards, hopefully. Just keep hanging around here, Mac, and we'll work it out, man. Let's see here. Reggie says, I think the Navy, I think with Navy, long as you have an account and putting a little money here and there, you're good. I only been with Navy about a month and got a $20,000 limit. First of all, I need to hook up on the Navy Federal Credit Union. I really don't need to be applying for cards, but dude, I need a credit card with a really, really high limit. So I can turn around and say, hey, you can jump on my card as an authorized user on Patreon. CEO Production says, going for Navy Fed card as soon as I finish credit repair. Just opened my account a couple of weeks ago. Reggie says, Credit Karma is good for monitoring services, only not for FICO scores. Sorry, the screen keeps jumping. They will notify before the ink dries on the on the credit application. That's funny. Patrick says, what is Patreon? Patreon, Patrick, is basically when people are able to jump on one of my credit cards as an authorized user. I just slapped the link in there to the website, Patrick. So they jump on one of my credit cards as an authorized user, and you're able to get, it's an Amex card. You're able to get basically a $6,000 credit limit. And so what happens is American Express, number one, you get to establish a relationship with American Express. Number two, you get to have it be reported on your credit report that you have this $6,000 limit, and it could help with your overall credit card utilization, and it could boost your credit score. So people are deciding to jump on Patreon, which is a website that allows me to accept payments, and it's basically $30 a month for you to be an authorized user, and you can kind of get on the card and use that as a stepping stone to build your credit. And the best thing to do is kind of get on there, let it report. It may take up to 2 months to report to your credit bureaus, but once it does, it can affect your score in a positive way. It should affect your score in a positive way. And so right now, I think there's 92 patrons right now. And that's a lot. That's a lot of people saying that they value this and they want this. So I think it's a pretty good deal. And it's always good to start or join Patreon and become a patron at the beginning of the month, because Patreon charges you on the first of every month. So that's what Patreon is, Patrick, in a nutshell. Of course, if you had any questions, I can answer them. Hey, Rick, thanks for joining the live stream, bro. I appreciate you. And you said, love your channel. It's awesome. Thank you, sir. You're awesome. And thanks for joining the live stream. Hey, Sherry, thanks for joining the live stream. And thanks for joining me on Patreon the other day. Sherry said, applied for the Navy Federal and they approved me for a credit card today. Awesome. I'm so happy. They pulled from TransUnion report with only 3 inquiries. Navy Federal is a great place to get a credit card. Awesome. Congratulations, Sherry. That's really awesome. Thanks for coming here and sharing that information. I think that's really, really cool. Makes me want to actually go apply for it, to be honest with you. But I need to chill. I really need to chill. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, DJ Shaggy says, isn't the Vantage score usually higher than the FICO score? But for some reason, my FICO scores are in the 720s and my Vantage score is in the 660s. Wow, that's weird. For me personally, Credit Karma, my FICO score is always a little higher than my Credit Karma score. But I think in general, for most people, the Credit Karma score ends up being higher than the FICO score. Either way, it's good to know. I shouldn't say it's good to know both. Your FICO score is really the one that is the only one that really matters, to be honest with you. So that's my 2 cents in regards to that. Rod says, okay, just made it home. Now I can text. I hear you, Rod. Thanks for being safe, bro. You definitely don't want to be texting and driving. So that's cool. John Fisher says, been denied everywhere and denied. They start student loan problems. As they say, student loan problems. Yeah. We'll apply for credit 1. Don't care anymore. Thanks. Take care and won't bother y'all no more. Thanks. Hey, John, take care, bro. And stop by anytime. All right, let's see here. Scrolling on down. CEO says my FICOs are higher than Vantage as well. Your FICOs are higher than your Vantage score as well for some reason. Yeah. Donnie says, are you thinking of adding more cards? I will be adding more cards. I really need to chill now and let my inquiries go away because I have a high credit score, but it doesn't matter if I have so many inquiries and so many new accounts. Banks don't like that, and they will continue to reject me for that reason and that reason alone. So I need to sit still for that reason, and so I need to chill. We'll see what happens, but so far I haven't done anything since March. I want to say either end of February or March. So yeah. If I apply for cards, it'll probably be American Express because I know that I'll be approved with them because American Express is awesome like that. And they only kind of do one hard pull. And then when you apply for other cards, it's a soft pull. So if I apply for any more cards, it may be American Express. If I'm able to get like the Delta Sky Miles Platinum card with a really good sign-up bonus. I wanted that card badly. And they had like a 70,000 sign-up bonus, 70,000 points sign-up bonus. And I wasn't able to get it because I had gotten 2 credit cards with American Express within a 90-day period. All right, let's see here. Rod says, Wells Fargo Secured have taken me 1 year to graduate after increase only $400 from a 500 secured. Wow. Rod, thanks for making that contribution, bro. Reggie says, get a family member to join Navy. And, bro, you won't be sorry. They have 15,000 max checking line of credit you can attach to your checking account. That is freaking dope. Thanks for sharing that, Reggie. I appreciate that a lot, man. Let me scroll down here. Hey, Don, thanks for the $5 super chat, bro. I thank you so much. Thank you for taking your hard-earned money and contributing here to the channel and to the cause. I appreciate you, and thank you also for being on Patreon. I think you mentioned you messaged me in regards to jumping on more cards. Take your time with that. Let me know what you want to do. So, yeah, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate you, Don. Lucky05, hey Duane, what's up, brother? Thanks for joining the live stream. Edward Smith, thanks for joining the live stream. Edward says how to get on AU list. Basically, you can go to my website, my Patreon site. I'll put it in the link. I just did the live stream. You can go to the site and basically it's $30 a month, and I'll add you to one of my cards, whether it's my American Express card or other cards. I have cards basically with credit limits from $1,000, which is my Chase Freedom, $2,000 on some card that I can't think of right now, $3,000 on my Marriott Bonvoy card, which is with American Express, $4,300 on my Citi Double Cash card, $4,500 on my Bank of America Cash Rewards card, $6,000 on my Amex card, and I think there are other cards, but the cards aren't open, so it's kind of pointless to mention those cards right now. Wilbur, thanks for joining. He said, "Wagwan, bro. Yo, appreciate you, bro. Thanks for joining the live stream." I don't know that I've seen you here before, Wilbur, but thanks for joining, man. Let's see here. Terrell Jones, thanks for joining the live stream, sir. You had stuff to say here. Let me see if I can go back and catch that. Navy Federal is great. Rick says, I've had them for 2 years. Their new Amex card is really good with points. I started with a 570 score and got approved. Wow. So cool that a poor, low-income person can get. Awesome. Hey, Rick, thanks for making that contribution. Thanks for saying that, bro. That's freaking awesome. And congratulations to you for getting the credit card. Terrell says you should check out all your FICO scores. My mortgage score and auto scores better than my FICO 8s. Wow. Okay. Terrell says there's 27 FICO scores. 27. Good God, man. Rod says, but after 2 months, Wells Fargo approved me for the Propel card over 5,000 limit. That's awesome. Thanks for saying that, Rod. Thanks for letting us know what's going on, man, because people definitely need to know different experiences that each person is having with the same bank. Blazing 808 says, after this video, I'm definitely going to apply for the Navy Federal flagship credit card. There you go. Let us know, like I said, what happens. The Mr. Alexander 19, what reactions do you have? What reactions do you get from people when you use your Amex Gold? Honestly, I don't really notice a lot of reaction. I always want to hand them a card because I want to hand it to them to see if they know like this card is different, this card is special. But I'm sure people look at that card and look at me and they're like, like this guy, he's all right. You know what I mean? There is definitely a certain type of stigma that comes along with American Express, and American Express is a great card and great reputation. And a lot of people think it's really, really hard to get. So I think all in all, even though I personally don't notice the reactions that I get, I'm pretty sure when people see that card, they respect me and they're like, oh man, this dude is legit. You know what I mean? So I think like that's clearly one of the reasons why people get the Amex Gold card. I mean, I'm vain like that. I think it's really cool, to be honest with you. So that's my 2 cents on that. Let's see here. Thanks, Duane. Human or interested, Patrick said. SC Travel Nurse, thanks for joining the live stream. Recently subscribed and first live. Hey, thanks for joining. I appreciate you. If you have any questions, ask away. We'll try to get them answered here. All right, let me scroll down. Gary, Gary says, like to add to your Patreon, maybe next month. I missed my May 1st. No, you're good now. Now is not bad, bro. Today is May 7th. And the reason why I say now is not bad is because, if you add yourself now, they may report at the end of this month. I know that American Express reports between the 22nd to the 24th, but that's your call, man. Whatever you decide to do. Jesus, I just checked my watch and I have 24 text messages. Okay. I was like, what? It's the homies. I got like 8 guys in a group text and they're going nuts. We're supposed to be getting together sometime soon. Okay, cool. Let me scroll down here. Hey, Jakari, or dude, I hope I didn't butcher your name. Thanks for the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. You said, what's going on, Duane? Appreciate the content. Keep them coming. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the support. Thanks for taking the time to contribute your hard-earned money here on the live stream in the super chat. So thanks a lot. I appreciate that, man. Guys, I'm going to be wrapping up here because I've been going for almost an hour and 30. Let me see if I can answer some questions real quickly here before I end the live stream. Wilbur says, glad to be here. I'm always missing the live stream, bruh, but I'm here. Okay, good stuff, man. The live streams, like I said, start normally Mondays at 7 p.m. Hopefully next Monday we'll be good to go, but I'll let you guys know in the community tab on my channel. I put comments there every so often. There's so much that we can do on YouTube, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be getting on here every 2 seconds, posting stuff left and right, killing you guys and flooding you with that. Some people like that, but some people don't like that. John Fisher says, why you charge people monthly to be on your credit card if you're trying to help people? Wow, Mr. Fisher. Great question. No response on that, Mr. Fisher. No response. Let's see here, because I guess I should do that service for free. Lucky05 says, are credit union credit cards easier to get? I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if they're easier to get. I'm curious to see what other people's opinions are on that. I think it depends on the credit union, to be honest. In my experience, I haven't discovered that credit union credit cards are easier to get, but that's my experience. Let me scroll down here. Hey, Damon, what's going on, man? Clemente says, oh, Clemente says, I get a lot of wow, nice card with my Amex Platinum. I bet you do. Regarding to the guy asking about the reactions about your gold card. Yeah, man, I definitely, absolutely, I'm sure you would get a lot of reactions regarding the Amex Platinum card for sure. All right, let me see here. SC Travel Nurse says, will do. Okay, yeah, ask away if you have any questions at all. All right. Hey, Jimmy, thanks for joining the live stream here. I think I saw your name there. Thanks for joining. What's the maximum secured? Whoa, wait a second. What's the maximum secure card I can get at Navy? Not sure I understand that question. Maximum secure card. Zip, thanks for joining the live stream. You said, love your videos. Keep doing you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I always appreciate the positive feedback because there is a lot of hate or feedback that's not kind. So thank you for taking the time to do that. I appreciate you a lot. Rick Phillips says $30 a month is a very good price for an AU. It will help your credit score. Most charge way more. That is very true. I could have charged more, but I really wanted to. I thought about it quite a bit, and I really was like, well, $30 is very easy. You know, like it's very manageable, and it doesn't feel like it's not a lot. It doesn't feel like, oh, it's $50. I could have charged $50. I mean, people would definitely still do it. You know what I mean? Because it's valuable. So I appreciate you saying that, Rick. Thanks for saying that. Lucky05 says, guess I'll keep my Citi Secure card open until it converts to a regular card. Definitely don't close that card, Lucky05. Keep it open. Love your channel. Keep it coming, friend. Thanks, man. Thanks, guy. I appreciate that. Rod says it is great price. Cool. Sweet. Clemente says, all right, man, out. Thanks for the live stream. Also shout out Houston. I live here as well. It's good stuff, man. Hey, thanks, Clemente. Appreciate you, bro. Have a wonderful evening. Jason says credit unions aren't easy to get. I agree. Rick says Navy Federal starts at $500 for secured or anything except flagship. Terrell says, cause ain't nothing in life free. Facts, or should I say message? You know what I mean? Good point there, sir. Point-to-point transportation, $30 is help. $30 is a help. I have 2 AUs. I appreciate that. Hey guys, thanks again for watching the video. Thank you guys so much. It warms my heart that you guys take your time to come here and contribute in the live stream, to ask questions, to get information. I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate this channel. I appreciate the movement. I appreciate the growth. Be sure to share the channel with any friends and families that you have, you know, and just get them here, you know, because like sometimes a lot of people don't want to listen to you directly. It's almost better to get the information from a total stranger than it is to get it from a family member. So I'll be that total stranger that can help people with their credit. So thank you so much again for stopping by the channel, guys. I appreciate you a lot. Deborah Green says, hello, great channel with a wealth of needed information. Keep going, sir. Hey, Deborah, thanks for making that comment. I don't know if you've been watching the stream, but thanks for joining the stream. So I appreciate you guys. R. Warwick, thanks for joining. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate you. I know you joined Patreon recently, so thank you very much. I appreciate you a lot. Mr. Fisher says, we'll report this. Thank you, John Fisher. Take care of yourself and have a blessed evening, sir. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys a lot. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope to see you guys back here on Monday at 7 p.m. Central Time. And until then, my name is Duane with howtobuildcredittv.com, and I approve this video. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Until next time, take care and be blessed. Peace. Later, guys.